And we are back with another episode of Secure. Oh, that was bad. Okay, it's been a while, so I messed up. And we are back with another episode of Socratic Gamers. Here with Sid and BJ again. Vish is back in Port Union with his family doing stuff. You know he's going to India soon?
Who?
Vish is going to India for
Yeah?
2 weeks. Yeah, he's got like some family stuff, so yeah, he's going to
Nice. Oh, just for 2 weeks.
Yeah, just for 2 weeks. I think he's gonna go to like just where he's like his family was and born and stuff. So it's like whatever.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what Adrian and I did when we went to Philippines.
Oh, nice. Oh, just like visit family and stuff.
Well, went to our roots
Oh, for sure.
where my parents were born.
I think he's got like a family party. Well, I don't know. I'll ask him about it next time.
Maybe a wedding.
I think that's what it is. Yeah. I think he's saying like it's like a wedding. So, oh, this was close. Have you ever seen Tony Robbins on Netflix? Like the I Am Not Your Guru.
Yeah.
You saw the I Am Not Your Guru?
Maybe not. I don't know the specific one. I've watched many Tony Robbins.
From Netflix? Was it on Netflix or like YouTube?
Both.
Okay.
I think I got that one too. Yeah.
All right. So, what's your impression of Tony Robbins?
Nah. He's a good guy. I
Yeah,
don't know.
like
He's
lot
a
of-
realist. He's a realist, you know.
Okay. All right. So you said exactly what everyone was saying about him, and I was like, okay, let me watch this freaking video, about like the Netflix and like, because everyone talks so highly of like Tony Robbins, right? So I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
what's this guy talking about? And he's like, I'm not your guru. Honestly, I kind of get a weird vibe though. He's kind of like a false. It was kind of ironic. He's like, I'm not your guru, and the whole video is about him being a guru.
Him being a guru. Yeah.
Right?
I get that.
It was so whack because like I don't know if it's the one you saw, but he's like, all right, I know I have a feeling that you don't want to be with your boyfriend. She's like, no, I don't, and he's like, call him right
Oh,
now.
this thing.
Call him right
yeah,
now.
I hate those testimonial parts.
Oh my goodness! In
Yeah.
front of everyone,
Yeah.
And I was watching. I was like, "Yo, that's just peer pressure, You're just like pressuring her into do it."
And then he would made her call him
Yeah,
in
yo,
front of everyone.
it was
Was
so
that one, right?
cracked. Yeah. And then she's like crying. She's
Yeah,
like,
that
I don't know if I want to do it. And he's like, don't be weak. And then like she
Yeah.
called, and then he's like, help her out, everyone. You're gonna like break up with your boyfriend. I was like, dude, what if she didn't want to break up with her boyfriend? You're just projecting right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
No, I get that. I get that.
Right, and that's what made me like question. I was like, do people actually like realize what's going on? Like, is he actually like, if Tony Robbins, if you're listening to this right now, please sponsor me because I love you so much. You're the best person I know. But yeah, my opinion is that I kind of feel like he's a bit of like a false guru, prophet, idol kind of thing.
I like what he speaks of though.
For sure, no.
You know,
See,
how to get people's lives back to like in order for them
Totally.
and stuff.
totally,
Like
totally.
that's what I like.
But
I didn't like the testimonials when he was doing that stuff.
right,
But like
exactly.
that's his style. That's his style of doing things.
But that's like we were talking before about like holding knowledge. Like he has some knowledge, that's like true, but it's like don't feel yourself too hard. You know what I mean? Because now he's like he's becoming the guy that like how would Tony Robbins act if he met another Tony Robbins? Would they be buddies? Or would they both be like,
hell no.
You know what I mean? They both be like, yo, I'm the alpha. Or
But
like,
exactly. He is the Western epitome of what it means to be like have it all together.
Exactly. So it's like
So it's like that, but that's why I said it's the Western thought. That's the way it has to be. But it's like it's only a piece of it. That's one side of it.
for sure.
There's also the other side, right? So,
But he
But
hasn't realized the other side, Well, maybe he has. Who knows? I don't really know the guy.
maybe he has, and it just didn't benefit him as much as the
Oh,
other.
that's good actually. But then
So it's just like,
would that mean that he realized it, or he just knows it, right? Because there's like
he
a
knows
difference
it.
between.
I know he knows it.
Right.
That's why he knows it.
but he's choosing to.
Has he realized it? You know,
Right. Oh, I see.
The only person
I see.
that can judge that is himself, right?
For
You're
sure,
the only
for
one
sure.
that can judge if you realize it for yourself. If he says he realizes it, then yeah, you realize it for yourself.
So what do you do in those situations then? If you're like, oh man, like, because you know, like he's got like a lot of critical acclaim. Everybody like loves Tony Robbins, but like if you're
A lot
if
of people
you're-
hate him too. So
Really?
like, there's
Oh, I didn't
both
know that.
sides.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. A lot of people don't like him too.
Who doesn't like him though?
I'm not like there's just there's other followings that just don't like him. Don't like his style because he's too alpha, because he's too pushy. You know, it's like
maybe they themselves
because he's
realize
too straight. Yeah, he's too like his approach is too don't give a fuck.
But even with his
sorry.
like, even with his like approach, like even with his approach like that, it doesn't really seem like if he really understood his own teachings, he wouldn't be acting like that. That's my only gripe. It's like, dude, if you're like benevolent, nice, meditate, because like I saw it in the beginning, he's like, I like to meditate daily in front of my $1 million mansion. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, bro, like come on, really, you're gonna play that false front? And like he was like doing the freaking jumping on the trampoline right before. Honestly, I think people with that kind of mentality, like attracts like, right? So people that like love that kind of person, they tend to like kind of become like that person. You know what I mean? And like,
so that's what people aspire to be though. When they go to those talks for him, like they're like, I want to be Tony Robbins.
True, yeah. So it's like it's not really.
Right? I want to be like him. I want to achieve what he's achieved.
But see, in that, it's like I want to achieve what he's achieved. It's all outcome oriented, like like change your life and stuff. It's like, well, what are you trying to change? Like, who do you want to be? Like, you know what I mean? Like
they're searching for happiness, and they feel that Tony Robbins has the answer to their happiness.
But you know what's crazy? So like, all right, so a lot of people, they're like, oh, like I got this book on like enlightenment, I got this book on happiness, I got this book on, but it's like, do you even know what those words mean? You know, it's before you look at the steps on how to get there, ask yourself, what is that stuff really? You know?
For you, yeah, exactly.
Right? Because it's like, oh, I want to achieve happiness. You don't even know what happiness means. So, well, like what? Because
what is happiness to you?
But the funny part is,
question.
for sure, and the funny part is once you've like figured out what it is, then it's like, why do you need the book then? You know what I mean? Because like, all right, so my example is like, if somebody asked me like, I like to ask people this, like, oh, yo, what does enlightenment mean? You know? And then they're like, oh, it's this, and this. And so it's like, okay, so then why do you need, oh, nice. We finished 33K. Is that how much you got?
Yeah.
I like it. That's good monies. Yeah, so...
okay, we gotta get a car, and then we'll go back to the...
Jump in. So, what the... Wait, hold on.
Actually, I don't need to.
Oh, what's up? You're gonna call your bike?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, true. I'll call my bike too. Yeah, so like, I love asking people like, what is enlightenment? Because then once they answer it, it's like, so then why do you need the book? Like, you already have your answer, bro. You know what I mean? But
so like, they think it's some esoteric thing that cannot be achieved.
That's the crazy part. But you know what I mean? It's like nobody really knows in Western society. So like, we had to look for it ourselves and like study. And then when you come to the realization that it's like, it's not as freaking intense as people think, yo. It's like, I think enlightenment is like realizing a lot of things actually, but primarily it's like your mind is the one creating everything. So it's like,
yeah,
it's like if you get that, it's like, oh, I want to be happy. Who wants to be happy, bro? I do. What's the I? Oh, me. Like, you know what I mean? It's like it all comes back to the mind. Because if you're not in your mind, you don't want anything. You're just doing whatever, you know.
Yeah. So how would you do that? How would you do that to like just the fisherman?
Just
or
the
like
fisherman?
how would you explain that to? Yeah. Okay.
But see, that's the crazy part. Because like if the person's like, see, that's what I don't like. Where it's like, dude, you're just a fisherman. You really need to like enlighten and wake up. It's like, what do you mean, bro?
Well, the fisherman is...
You didn't even ask.
Can be. Oh! Yeah.
Okay.
The fisherman can be enlightened and awakened in his own way.
For sure.
So,
exactly.
His or her way. So it's like...
But you know what? You know what? Like this search for enlightenment is. It's it's the aching in your brain that you don't realize you have a brain, or it's the aching in your mind that you don't realize you have a mind. Because the fisherman doesn't care about enlightenment if they're not thinking about it. You know what I mean? It's like, why are you telling me that I need to enlighten myself?
Yeah.
You know, I didn't even ask you, bro. You know, now you're just like competing on me.
So then, why do people do it? Why do people push on that stuff onto others?
I believe it's because they themselves feel insecure about what they know. So in order to justify their own reason for being, they create a false mission. So it's sort of like it's like I don't really know if this is the truth, but if I can make a lot of people believe the exact same thing as me, it must be true.
Oh yeah, because if more than
right, it's like you're feeding yourself like your own unknowing. You know what I mean? Like, let me project myself. Let me present myself as a very knowledgeable resource for spirituality and awakening. Because if I do that, then a lot of people will agree with me, and then I'll know if I'm correct or not. You know what I mean? But it's like you won't even know if you're correct because they could just be dumb themselves.
That's true. So what is like the main thing that you want to say to the people regarding this?
The main thing I want to say is do your own research. Never take anything at face value, because even this. So as I'm telling you, don't take it at face value. Go do your own study, bro. You tell me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like that's I think that's a great way to like get rid of this whole false idleness, because like listening to me do this, then you could potentially fall into the idea like, oh, he knows. You know, it's like, no, man, I'm just saying what's on my mind, yo. Relax. It's not that hard, guys.
Exactly.
That's why we like playing video games, because it's easy on the mind. Oh, but you're not enlightened if you're playing the video game.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Sad.
It's the whole realization that it's all perception, and it was just,
for sure.
When you realize that, it's just like, who cares what you think?
For sure, but see you said like it's the realization that it's perception. But that's why I said it's like it's all mind, right? Because it's like perception is a part of the mind. But the crazy part is you can only have perception if you're thinking in terms of past and future, which is the mind. Like if you're in this moment right now, I'm not thinking about perception. Like I'm driving, so all of my faculties are being used to like drive the character to the direction we need to go, as well as talk to you. So like there's no mind that's getting in the way of this right now. You know what I mean? I think the illusion, I think the true subtlety is not realizing that you can use your mind and also be of no mind. You know what I mean? Because like the samurai talk about it's a great book, The Soul of the Samurai. They talk about how like you know, to be in a place of no mind. Zen is like mindlessness, they call it.
Yeah.
And like it's funny because in order to be mindless, you are using your mind, because you engage with an activity which requires the mind. You're just calling it mindless because you're not getting in the way of past and future. They really talk about it about like swordplay. That's where it really comes up, because like you have to be in a state of like mindlessness in order not to die, you know?
Yeah.
But it's like you still need the mind, because if you didn't have the mind, you'd just be standing there and they'd be killing you. Because like who's the one defending? You know what I mean?
Yeah, your mind.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, where are we supposed to go? This is very
You have to go inside.
How do we enter
Do you remember
inside?
when you went inside and then they like attacked you?
Oh yeah. You know, I hear they modeled this video game after after an actual place in America. Like I believe it's to scale or something like that. Or maybe probably not to scale, actually that's total BS, but Vish told me something about that. Like this game is like very accurate.
What do we do?
Oh,
you're gonna get shot at, bro.
Oh, are we going to the locker room? Alright, I think we should just pull out our guns and kill everyone.
Okay, hold on. Let me.
Right. Oh, we gonna do it?
Um.
Or maybe I'll throw a pipe bomb from the outside first.
Oh, we do this.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'll like open the door.
Start from here.
Yeah. Everyone's listening to us right now. Like they can't see. Go watch YouTube, fellas. Oh, I threw the bomb. That happened. Oh,
I just killed us.
You killed yourself? Oh, too bad. Yeah. It's so funny. Real like we're totally just like letting our animal instincts go at this point.
Come downstairs. Gotta go downstairs.
I wonder if they'll create like a new classification for psychoses for because of video games. You know what I mean? Like in the future, they'll be like, "You're a psychotic gamer." You know what I mean? Like that would be nuts, yo. They talk about like, sociopathy in a video game because like the characters that are in there, like they have feelings. You know? Oh damn! I died. Because like, how do you not know that the NPC that you're killing right now isn't awake to you killing them?
Are you telling me like
if you create
this is
a character,
a real life in its own?
I think so. Well, if you think about it, right? It's like that's kind of what's going on. It's like these characters have families, they have lives. Like, what does it mean to be real? You know, if real is as much as we believe it, then like these people had families.
Unlock this door. These people have families,
right?
Yeah. In their reality, yes.
Yeah, right. That's why they're like, no. Like you played story mode, right?
Yeah.
So you played with like all the like he had like a family and he was like dealing with like domestic issues and stuff.
Yeah.
So how do we know that he doesn't actually think this is real, yo? Dude, that's a mind trip, yo. If you think about it. You know, like just randomly shooting these people and then now they won't be able to go home and have dinner.
Do I put a sticky bomb on? How do I open this?
No, there's the key somewhere in the upwards area. I'm in the
you have to go into the office at the front.
Ah, got it. I'm in.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I wonder what it would be like to like research like video game researchers, well also writers too. They must be so like expertise in this. You know what I mean? Because like in order to create a video game, you have to have done like a lot of research.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or
it's
like
all
even,
about the research that they do.
Right? Exactly. Even like if you write a book or like write a story or something, you have to do some form of research. So it's like these people must be like the most elite of the elite, you know? The writers.
There's so much that they have to
like
research. Like the writers, yeah. Yeah, cause,
right?
well, especially the story.
Exactly, to be authentic and
that makes
stuff.
no sense.
But
how many people are writing into this game?
Probably like a lot. They probably have like a bunch of writers. Oh shoot! Oh, I get died.
Where are you?
I was looking for the key in the front door. Yeah.
You didn't get it yet?
No, still looking.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm playing a walkthrough for oh, there are people. Oh, I got it. Oh, there's like a sign. Got it. I can unlock the door. I'm playing a walkthrough for Uncharted Lost Legacy. The game's so sick. Oh man, have you ever played Uncharted?
Yeah, we played it together.
Oh right, yeah, for sure. Yeah. I love those story movie like games. Oh, what'd you think of the Samurai? Nice.
I didn't check it out yet.
Oh, it looks so good, yeah.
You haven't sent it. No one sent it to me.
I sent you the text. The moment I got off.
Oh, I should double check.
Yeah, they're creating this whole like open world game, just like GTA, just like this game, except you're a samurai.
That is sick.
I know, right? Oh man, that game.
They kind of do it in there's a game, the samurai game already.
Oh, what samurai game?
They kind of already do it,
but not to like this extent, right?
Remember the one I bought at
EB Games?
Yeah, it was the Samurai Way or something like that.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Yo, how was it?
It was pretty linear, but it wasn't. It was kind of open world, but it was like really small open world.
Oh,
and then it would keep loading. So you leave the world, it loads to a new world.
Man, loading screens suck, eh? Like
Yeah.
having to wait for that, it's like, oh jeez, yo. But the samurai game that's gonna come out, allegedly they've created it so well that like it's just like GTA. Like you can go wherever you want to go. Do you like open world games or linear games?
Open world.
Open world. Do you find that it's hard to like follow the story though?
No.
Like, oh, okay.
Unless there's no direction. If there's no direction, then it's
No,
the worst.
Exactly. If it's like there's no direction. You ever play Witcher?
No.
Oh, there's
But you know how Assassin's Creed was like that? It was like
oh,
you get
open world.
to go here, but then you could it's open world, but it's like I'm just gonna browse the world and see what's up
Right.
instead of just keep doing a mission over and over, nonstop. Like sometimes you don't want to do a mission, sometimes you just want to go have fun. And
Yeah, for sure.
do whatever it is. I don't know.
But like you can get so lost in that, man. Those those open world games. Like hold on. Where the hell is
do
this
we have
goddamn
to
Zeta
go?
house?
Oh, go all the way north
All the way
by the
north.
lake.
Oh, okay.
The far north, by your motorcycle club.
Got it. All right, cool. Yeah, yeah, I find that like sometimes the game like that, like if it's like a let's say like 30-hour game, you can end up playing for like 200 hours just because like it has the option of like going to different cities,
Yeah,
and like you automatically you're like, oh, I definitely gotta check this out. You know what I mean?
yeah. Well, it's true. Well, this game was the same way.
For sure, but at least it had like online where it's like there was some.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like.
Okay.
Like you could just focus on the video game, the story during the story mode, because like you'll come back in the online. They should do more of these, man. Like online worlds.
Yeah. Well, Destiny 2 is an online world,
Oh yeah,
but you don't kill
yeah.
each other. Yeah, you don't kill each other.
But like how?
Well, you do. There are games where it's like a team deathmatch type of stuff, but
Oh, okay, cool.
when you're doing when you're in the world, it's like open world, and
Oh,
then
that's cool.
people can join you and play at the same time and help you with your missions. You can help other people.
But you had
it was
to.
it was a pretty cool idea.
You have to like join their world, sort of like this world.
No, it's one world.
Oh, dude! But then it's like, how do you know who's a part of what story?
They'll be in different worlds. There's different worlds. You go into it, and then you'll just see people doing their own mission. I'll just see someone shooting up some monsters of that planet that's trying to take over, and then like as you're walking by trying to do your own mission, you see other people do their missions.
That sounds like hella confusing, yo.
Well, you don't have to mind yourself to you don't get to see their missions unless you're invited to their party.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
But they're in the world. You don't see like their waypoints. You don't see what they're doing. You just see them as a character, and you see them running and shooting, and then you're just like, oh, okay, where's he going towards? Oh, he's going there. Okay.
So
whatever.
how do you beat the story? Like, what's the main story then?
You just go through the story. It's all about this alien force that's taking over one of the planet. Earth. Taking over Earth and trying to stop them.
But I guess my question is like, how do you know what level other people are on? Because if it's an A to B story, right? Like,
how do you know what level?
Exactly. So
you see their name at the top. Like you see their name at the top of their character and what level they're at.
No. But I mean, what mission point? Like, if it's like an A to Z game, right? One's at like Y.
It's not. It's totally open.
Oh, it's like that? Wow, that's crazy.
It's open, and then you can choose. You can be like, "Oh, I'm ready for this mission," and then it will start prompting you.
Oh, so is the story that good?
And then when you finish it, you're open world again, and you can do whatever you want. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. But is the story even good then? If it's like that?
It's quick. It's a very quick one. It's
okay.
so the story is to get people practicing on how the movement is and how it works, so that when you're playing with other people, when you're playing with like actual like individuals that are highly skilled, also because they've already gone through the game, they know how to play. Right. So it's just the story is to teach you how to play, and then there's so much to do after the story. Like there's so many missions.
Oh, so it's like
many missions. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So many missions in different planets. Each planet gives you different weapons to level up your character.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you like?
It's World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft meets Halo. That's what it is.
Ah, I see. So you do like like dungeon run missions or something like that?
Yeah. Well, it's not like it's not called dungeons, but yeah, exactly. You go into like a deep into a cave or something.
So how does it not get boring?
It does.
Oh,
it gets boring. Yeah, of course, man.
That's funny. Okay, cool.
It gets boring when you don't have people to play with. So this is a multiplayer. Like you need a group of friends to play with.
Oh, okay. So it's more like just
if you don't have a group of friends. Yeah, if you don't have a group of friends to play with this, to play Destiny 2, it gets pretty boring pretty quick.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because there's a lot of things that you have to do with people. Like there's a mission where you need six people.
Right.
And you can't get into it unless you have 6. And then there's one where it's like you need 3 people. You won't be able to beat the mission without 3 people. So it's like
so the whole point you actually have to party up.
Yeah, you have to party up with random people. Some people are trolls.
Oh, okay.
But then a lot aren't, because if you pass the mission, you all get like better weapons. So
yeah,
and then like you get part of the clan, and then you can use your clan your clan members as party members. So
have you ever made friends online yet?
No, I don't care to. Yeah,
like no chat. But like if you're playing a game with somebody like all the time, you know, like, hey man,
I don't use my mic, to be honest. I only use my mic on GTA 5 doing these podcasts.
Oh, interesting. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Because I know like Vish is really into like he made like parties and stuff, and like, you know, like legit friends. Like they like hang out together and stuff. No, not Vish, but like. Oh wait, where's your house? Oh yeah, I got it. Yeah, like they'll visit each other and stuff. Like one girl, like somebody's from like a different country, and then they'll go see the other person in their country, and it's like, oh, you got a place to stay. You know what I mean? Like collectivities.
Yeah. Like I know people do that. For sure, I know people do that.
Right? It sounds weird.
I am not comfortable with that.
Agreed. Like
I'm too old school.
Exactly.
You know?
But that's like the new way, eh? Like the future's like
definitely
totally.
Is. I know a lot of people, like, especially with the EA, with the what's it called, the League of Legends.
Yeah.
That stuff. Oh my God, people travel for that.
Really? Eh?
People get sponsored. Yeah. Like.
Oh yeah, the esports.
Like there's. Yeah, it's like it's amazing, man. I'm like, wow, like people from like Asia will come to the US just to live here and train to be one of these guys that play video games.
Actually, my cousin was telling me about this. Remember Isaac?
Yeah.
He's like obsessed with video games, and like he was telling me that oh wow, you like upgraded or is this the same?
Yeah, it's the same.
Okay. So he was telling me that like oftentimes these like really rich Chinese like tycoons, they'll like bet against one another. Like he was saying that like one guy bought out an entire hotel and then converted it into like a dormitory where
and then for League of Legends guys.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And then they just battle each other.
They do
it's
that.
Like, what the hell? How much money do you have that you could do this right now, yo?
No, but like they train them to go into the esports.
Right.
And they are sponsored, and then they get people in there, and then if you are one of the people that are in that contest, you are in the top of the world. For sure. You know, each country has a team that represents them, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yo. You know that they sold out like a whole soccer arena I don't know if you saw it on Vice, but like they sold out an entire soccer arena size in like Taiwan, and they just held like esports, and it was like
Yeah.
so popular. Like nobody's really into like physical sports anymore.
Yeah. Well, like people are. I am. So
Oh no,
I
no,
can't
right,
say.
yeah. I meant more like the up. It's just like how you wouldn't do that thing where like you would let people live with you just because you play video games with them. Like you're old school, right? So it's like if we die,
Yeah.
and then like 6 more generations from us, are you inside or are you coming out?
I'm coming out here. Let me
Okay.
hitch a ride.
For sure. So if you had like 6 generations from now or something, right? Or maybe even 3 generations from now.
Two.
Two
It's
generations.
gonna happen in the next
You
one.
know what I mean? And then they're like, oh, like, it's so normal to have people over who you play video games with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's gonna be.
But
crazy.
why do you need them over? You know, you can just do it. Well, I understand the esports because it's like a team thing.
Right.
So
right.
they like
No, but it's like if you're
being
gonna
around
travel,
each other and
No, you're like, oh, I'm gonna go on vacation in the U.S. and then like I know my buddy is a video gamer. Like, can I stay with you? And they're like, yeah, for sure, man. Bring
no, a
your
lot of people
console.
offer the like. A lot of people do that.
Yeah, right.
To be honest.
Exactly. It's crazy, man. And you're just like, dang, these people are like living an entire reality that I have no clue about. You know what's weird? It's like you can either join the trend or wait, are you gonna jump on? Oh, okay, cool. You can either join the trend or you can like die. You know what I mean? Like no matter what, like life is progressing in the direction of left, right? But if you want it to stay right, like you're just gonna have to kill yourself because there's no way it's gonna go back. Like if you meet somebody with like no social media presence at all, you're like, wow, you are a dinosaur.
That's me. That is me.
But like, or at least you know how to use it, right? Like you have some like,
fine.
understanding.
Like I know how to use all technology that is
Right, but-
coming out. That comes out. You
Of
know,
course,
like
yeah, 'cause
at
they-
its most basic form. Yes.
Exactly, because like they it was like brought up with like during our time. But like if you check out somebody who has zero clue, it's like you are gonna have a hard time in this world. You know what I mean? Cause
Yeah.
like,
Well, that's so funny because I was just talking about with people that are coming out of prison and being reintegrated into the societies.
that's interesting. Okay.
Right? It's just like imagine, 10 years, even 10 years, just 10 years of being out of society and coming back into it.
Oh, dude, that would suck so hard. It's like
Right? How much the technology has changed, how much cars have changed too.
see for
So it's like-
them. For them coming back into society, that's like the science fiction movie where it's like you like went ahead in time. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you went, for them it would feel like that. For us, it's like whatever.
Yeah. That's because what was I gonna say? It is gonna be. They're in a time capsule.
A time capsule, yeah, exactly.
Prison is a
exactly.
time capsule.
Whereas
So
for
it's
us, it's like a progression.
Yeah.
That's true. Actually, it's
So
like
we
a time
don't
capsule.
realize it too much. We don't realize the change as much as someone that was in that time capsule. Because it went from one world to another.
Exactly. And like, especially now with things like the iPhone 10 with its like buttonless screen. Like, have you seen this thing? It's like screen to screen. There's no like top or bottom or something like that.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, where's the guys? I'm so lost. I'm being shot. Oh, I'm being shot.
Yeah.
Where are the guys? Can't find them.
They're back at the here. You get
got
to
a
see
waypoint?
my waypoint, right?
All right, cool. Thanks, man. Yeah. So, time capsule, man. That's crazy. Or like, yeah. I wonder if they'll have like a. Well, I was gonna say like I wonder if they'll have a mental breakdown, but I've seen so many movies like that. You know what I mean? I think that's like the biggest key is like adaptability. You have to just deal with stuff.
Well, people that have gone through, like, have been institutionalized, which is what they call it. they within the first 6 months of being back into society, they go into prison.
Oh really? Oh, that makes sense actually.
So once they're free, all they know is prison, the prison life. So within 6 months of getting out of jail, they go right back in.
Wow. Well, that makes complete sense though. It's like you have like friends in there. You have like an understanding of society, of like money. You don't have to worry about money actually, right? Because there's no.
Yeah.
But like coming out here, it's like, oh, now you got to find a job. You're like,
well, there's always a currency. There's always some sort of currency.
Right, but like social dynamics wise, it's like way different. It's like a person at in jail is not thinking the same as somebody who works at Tim Hortons. You know what I mean? It's like there's no like you better be nice to your customers. Right? It's like, what are you talking about? You know, it's my homie. You know.
Well, I don't know the mind of a
prisoner,
cellmates or prisoner, so I can't say.
It's interesting. There's some minds that I don't even want to pick, you know, because it's like I like listening to people talk, but like there's a level to it, you know. You might say something.
The
really
one I'm
freaky.
scared of is the like the split personality ones.
Have you seen Split?
Those, yeah, I saw Split.
Oh, so good. Yeah, those people.
But like I've seen videos of real people
who are like
that have the split personalities, and it scared me, man.
Really?
It really did scare me. Yeah.
Huh. It's crazy to think that our mind is so powerful that it can make you, like, we don't realize. Well, I guess that's like a true testament to how powerful realities and psychoses are. You know, because it's like if your mind is like that warped, you have a different personality. Then it's like, who are you really? You know, there's truly no self. You know, did you? I was watching some Jim Carrey because you were like bringing him up. He said that he began realizing this when he was playing the part of Andy Kaufman. Because like.
Oh, you watched that? Yeah.
Oh, that was crazy, man. But like he realized that there's no real Jim Carrey because he was playing Andy Kaufman so hard that like he gave up Jim Carrey. It's like everyone had to address him as Andy Kaufman and like blah blah blah.
Because he had to. Well, actors always put themselves as the character, right?
For sure, like method.
Look at Heath Ledger and Joker.
Yeah. Oh, there's a documentary coming out called Heath Ledger.
I heard that. Oh my goodness, I heard that. I don't know if it's true.
Oh yeah, no, it's true. Vish was showing me some clips from it. It looks so good. They showed the Joker scene, and they're like, "Oh, Heath was so excited for this movie to come out because he believed he got the role so correct." Blah blah blah. And it's like, yeah, you went cray, you know. You died
just
after.
like Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey went cray.
Oh yeah. All right, so good question. So
he went crazy. He lost himself.
Exactly.
In his mind.
But like the crazy part is like, all right, so in the Western society we have no idea of like what is the self, what is the ego, what is all this stuff, right? So it's like you can quickly become lost in your own personality. That's where like that's where all mental disorders come from. That like, well, not all, but it's a big part of it if you don't know who you are, right? Like you live a life you hate, blah blah blah. But like if we had like spiritual teachers that showed us all this, like it's almost a shame that we don't have this in our society now, where we know that like, no, your self is a slippery slope, bro. There really is no self, you know. But when you say stuff like that, you look like you're crazy.
It sounds crazy.
It does. So like
to people that don't know what you mean by self, you know.
Exactly.
So that's why.
Exactly. So that's why I like bridging it with as much Western influence as I can, because it's like if you don't have that, then you're gonna think I'm crazy, you know. Because I was watching the Jim Carrey stuff, and like his he was on this interview. It's almost like
it was the girl, right? And the girl thought he was super crazy with all his answers.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, okay. I saw that one too. But then there was another one where it's like he was on a talk show and he was acting like extra. So okay, like it's one thing to realize. So all right, okay. So Eastern philosophy is this: understand that there is no self, right? But also at the same time realize that you do have a self. It's both not true and true, right? It's a paradox, right? We're in this world with a bunch of selves, right? But I was watching the Jim Carrey thing, and yes, he knows there's no self, but because he knows there's no self, he's acting extra weird. You know, he was like pouring like, oh shit, get hit. He was pouring like coffee into like the mug and like being extra about it, and like they were like, okay, this guy's like nuts. It's like, you're on drugs. He's like, I'm not on drugs, man. Like, there is no man, there's no me, blah blah. And it's like, okay, but you forgot the second part of that equation, that you do have a self. So you're being extra weird right now, and people are freaking out. It's like somebody who's on drugs, and then they're
him being extra. He's being extra weird. That's his character. That's his character that people know him as.
For sure, for sure. But it's like you can also be cordial, you know. Like somebody, my cousin asked me this because I said like everyone who doesn't know this stuff is pretty much like, it's like they're in prison, right? You don't know you have a mind. You're kind of imprisoned, you know. And then he's like, well, what? Like, how come you shouldn't be rude to people? Like, why should you be nice? He was asking me. And I was like, because you shouldn't spit on the prisoner, bro. You know, it's like, what he's doing is he's playing with the fact that he knows that nobody knows that they have a mind. So he's being a dick. You know what I mean? Like, you just have to watch it. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
yeah.
Right? It's like, okay, yes, one half, you're right, because you have no self. So it doesn't matter. You know, whatever it is you do.
I think it got to a point where he was sick of it. He was like, I think he got to a point where it was like, how come no one is, you know, around me is seeing this?
Yes.
What's going on?
Yes.
And then that's where it was like,
crazy.
I just gotta just boom, and then he was just acting out that way.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I get it.
And but it's like, if you understand that you do have a self, even though you don't have a self, then it's like, then maybe you shouldn't be so freaking extra, because these people are freaking out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but maybe he is psychotic, because he's like, nobody understands what I know, blah 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 blah. Like we were saying about the Tom DeLonge thing, right? It's like, well, we have alien technology, blah blah blah. It's like, what do you say to people who think you're crazy? He's like, well, they just don't know what I know. That's what a crazy person would say. You know what I mean? It's like, well, you just don't know that I know that you're not real. Remember that interview? He's like, oh, we're just making sounds with our mouths. Like, there is no me, there is no you. It's not real, blah, blah. And like the girl was freaking out. And it's like,
she was like, her eyes widened.
Yeah, right.
Like, and he's like, what the hell are you talking about?
But see, the funny part is like, you're saying like, oh, like maybe he's just getting frustrated that nobody knows, right? But hello, you're an actor, bro. You chose this freaking life. So
you chose the life. Well, this life that he chose guided him to what he knows now.
For sure.
But he just can't accept the fact that no one else was not no one else, but like not a lot of people are seeing it.
Exactly. Totally, 100%. So like from a personal perspective, when I was in PR and I was like, guys, you know this is a joke, right? But I was being Jim Carrey. It's like, no, it is a joke, but why are you being such a dick about it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, oh yeah.
It would have been nicer if I just was like, yeah, okay, just play along, blah, blah, blah. You know, like I chose to come to class. Like, why'd you come to class then? If it's such a joke. You know what I mean?
Yeah, why are you getting this degree? Why are you getting...
Exactly.
You know,
well, I mean, I was like, I need the degree. We live in the world like this, so I have to. But like it's like Jim Carrey. It's like, he's probably just like, I need the money, so I'm gonna be a dick to like everyone about this.
I think he's done, man. He's been done.
No, he's got a new TV show coming out. No. The interview I saw was recent. Yeah. He's
what TV show?
It's like a show about an actor a comedian who's like losing his mind.
That's not a show. That is all behind the scenes of the old movie of The Man on the Moon.
Oh shoot! Okay, maybe that's what they're talking.
So it's an old movie, Man on the Moon. The old movie, Man on the Moon. He made it like years ago. It was one of the best movies supposedly that he made. That a lot of people say.
Okay.
So this is all the behind the scenes stuff that they didn't want put into the movie.
Right.
So they're gonna see all the behind the scenes stuff, all the extra effort that Jim Carrey went through in truly believing that he is that character.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess that's why he was on the interview show, because it was like really recent that I saw this one. Like it was like published.
Yeah, I saw
recently.
this. Yeah, I saw this one. It was with the creators too, right? The two guys.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if they were
Oh, okay.
creators. Like there was like two people there, but like yeah. So
Two people. He was in the middle, right?
oh no, he wasn't in the middle. He was on the very. It was a talk show. It was like a morning talk show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a morning YouTube talk show. So it was like it could go on as like long as whatever they wanted, you know. But yeah, so wait, where are we going?
We're going in here.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so that's too bad, yo. Have you seen anyone that like exhibits an understanding for this like this no mind kind of thing, and they're doing it very well? You know, because like a lot of people they glorify like Jim Carrey, like, oh man, he's so woke. I mean, I did it too. He's so woke. But like watching it again with more foresight, it's like, oh no, you're just being a dick. You know, so it's like
You're woke, but oh, thanks, man.
to hit you. Oh shit, my bad. Did I kill you?
You're woke, but you're a dick about it. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's like
You don't need to be. But if you're truly woke, you would not be a dick about
that's
it.
what I'm saying. So it's like it's fake wokeness. It's just like freaking the guy we brought up, Tony Robbins, yo. It's like that. It's like, yeah, okay, you're woke, but fucking why are you being a dick that you're woke?
Yeah.
So like, do you know anybody who's exhibited it very well? It's like, oh, you're woke and you're being really cool about it. It's very rare.
You know what? I again, I would think it was just another perception thing.
What do you mean? Like,
It's
you don't actually
who's
know
more
them?
woke to you.
No, but like not like pushy about it in people's faces. Like I from my perspective, I'd say like Joe Rogan is very like woke but not pushy.
Now he is. Before he was a
for
total
sure.
dick.
Oh yeah, he was. Before. Yeah, I saw.
He was a big dick.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
But
that's why I liked him, because it was like he was just straight up about it.
For sure.
There's no sugarcoating.
Exactly, yo. But like,
I'm getting shot at. Help me.
Run back. But with that, I got him. Oh, there's another guy. Okay, cool. But with that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you died?
Behind you.
Oh.
Behind you.
But with that, it's like he often talks about that now on his podcast. Like, oh man, I knew nothing at like 20, whatever, in my 30s. You know, he's like only now that he's like 50. He's like, oh, I'm finally figuring it out. You know.
But even saying that you figured it out is like.
True, no, but like figured out that he's a dick. That's what he meant. Not like figured out life.
Okay.
He's like, I figured out that I was a dick. It's like, oh, that's true. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know, he's like, you shouldn't act like that.
Yeah, I went through that too. So
sure.
I was like, just
But
going through that
still
process
struggle
of.
with that,
Yeah.
yo.
Yeah, that's true.
What were you saying? You going through that process?
Oh, I went through that process in the past, but it was like, it was too much because it was all about like religion.
Right. Yeah, that's
Remember
a big
that?
one.
I was like,
for
yeah,
sure.
that was a huge one. I was like, okay, I gotta. Once I realized the impact I had on another, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta pull back
For sure.
on this one. And then that's when I realized like I was a total dick, and like it was all about like what other people believed, and it's like you can't push knowledge or whatever into something that someone already believes in.
Totally, yeah.
And you can't change it. So I was like, okay, I'm okay. The only person that can really change it is themselves, right? So
Yes. And that's the crazy revelation too, yo, that it's like there is no saving anyone, bro. There's only saving yourself of the grief. You know what's funny? It's like I want to save the world. Save the world of what? Anguish, bro. That's what it is. It's like, but you don't realize it's your anguish that you're trying to save. You're like, oh man, people just need to wake up. It's like, that's your problem, bro.
yeah, exactly. Oh, internet is horrible. Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah.
But like, what does a perfect world even look like? You know what I mean? Where we all share.
Whatever is perfect for you.
For sure, no, but like, what's the standard ideal perfect world, where everybody understands and we love each other with kindness, and then, you know what I mean? So we share resources.
But the bad man's perfect world is chaos. So it's like
true. That's very true. Yeah, exactly.
There's no perfect world, man.
So there's this story, this show with Kirsten Bell on Netflix. I haven't seen it, but Vish told me about the premise. Basically, it's this girl who thinks she's going to heaven, but it's actually hell because she's such a bad person that like everyone's nice, and because everyone's nice, it's her hell.
Interesting.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
She's a bad person, but what? She doesn't like it when people are nice to her.
Yeah, she just like hate. It's like too fake, I guess. It's like, oh, Jolly G, what's your
Jolly
G, Golly G, like what are you doing today? And she's like, shut up, I hate you, leave me alone. Well, that's not nice. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff.
Oh.
Right? And she's like, basically real, I guess. And then like, to her, that fakeness is making her go crazy. But that fake world is what everybody. Oh, dude, that's a revelation. Actually, I just had it right now.
Oh.
That fake world is what everybody's striving towards, but they don't realize it's not real. It's like, what do you mean? Like, we should all just be nicer to each other. That's fake. It's just gonna be fake nice. What if you don't like the person? It's like, dude, I don't want to look at your face.
Yeah, because that's when the authenticity comes, right?
Exactly.
So it's like,
authenticity is negativity, yo. Because it's
positive
both good
and
and
negative.
bad. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
It's good when it's good, but it's bad when it's bad. Like, do you really want to hang out with like freaking somebody that hates you? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Exactly. Like that's why it's you can't. There's no perfect world. It's it's always just about accepting what is.
Yeah, totally. And the perfect world for someone is just a giant piss off for another person. It's like, dude, in a perfect world, we wouldn't eat meat. I'd be like, dude, I like meat. Jeez, I like my burgers.
In a perfect world, I would not have heard you say that. I'm not in this perfect world.
That's true, actually. Yeah. Like,
you know,
in a perfect world,
like that. In a perfect world, you wouldn't. Yeah, exactly. You wouldn't tell me how to live my life.
Oh,
but I'm not in a perfect world.
Ooh, that. So. Whoa! You hit on something so profound. In a perfect world, you would not be telling me what I need to fix, or like
how to live my life. How to live my life.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, yeah, that's why there'll never be a perfect world. Because as soon as you have a perfect world, it's just you pushing your opinion on somebody else. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, yo. Because if there was a perfect world, they wouldn't be saying this to you right now. You know?
It wouldn't even come up. Exactly. In my perfect world, it wouldn't even come up.
But maybe it is already a perfect world because it's like, dude, just leave me alone. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah,
we're already living a perfect world existence because I'm not talking to those people that do not agree with me. Dude, you know what? You know what? Oh, dude, you know what these people need to do who want a perfect world? Get some new friends.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Because it's like, oh, man, this person's like, why are you hanging out with that person then? Jesus, man. It's like 2 billion people on this planet, and you need to hang out with the people that you find are dicks?
Yeah, okay, I get that.
Right?
Yeah, if you're unhappy with that, then yeah, you have to find new friends.
Exactly. I think that's what these people need to figure out. You know. Yeah. It's so funny, yo.
Maybe.
Right? Like, stop.
Maybe I need to figure out why their lives are so amazing. I don't know. I don't care. I'm trying to be like, oh, maybe I'm wrong and they're right. Who knows?
No,
I can see it from their perspective, but
for sure, yeah.
I can't say I've experienced it or have wisdom with it. So it's like, and I don't care to though. So, that's the main thing. I don't care to.
But like, I'm just using like logical deductive reasoning. You know what I mean? It's like I don't need to experience this one. Just to me, it makes sense. Okay. No, I get what you're doing. I get what you're doing. I
always try to see the other person's
for sure. Agreed.
Experience. Like I'll be like, okay, let me live this experience through your experience.
For sure.
And then I try to understand it. And then if I'll be like, okay, I get it, but it's not for me.
Agreed.
It'll be like that.
You know what's funny when somebody they're like, oh, why do you like they shut down? Have you ever met somebody like that? That's why I love arguments. I wouldn't call this an argument. This is more like a philosophical discussion. But like somebody who shuts down during a philosophical discussion is so funny to me They're just like,
I
you're just so ignorant.
Never.
You never attempted.
I've never. Well, because I don't talk. I don't talk philosophical with a lot of people. Only those that I know are open to. That are open-minded and can hear.
For sure.
Other
I get
people's
what you're saying.
opinions.
But like no, I mean it's like everything you say is a philosophical discussion because philosophy is your own ideas being pushed onto another person, right? It's like.
Well, I don't push anything onto others.
But even
I'll say it, but even saying it means pushing it onto others.
Because you've already put it in their sphere of influence.
You put it out into the world. Okay.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So it's like the fact that you said it means that you're engaging in a philosophical discussion. If you didn't say anything, then it means you don't do that stuff. But the fact that you voice your opinion means that you are engaging in philosophy.
So you're saying that any type of conversation is pretty much a philosophical discussion?
I believe so. Yeah, and anything that's not just like stating things. I think that's what I hate. I hate when people are like, "Oh, the weather's warm." Yeah, it is warm. It's like, what are we gonna talk about, yo? Like, leave me alone. How about that? Yeah.
I would never say that.
What? Leave me alone? Or the weather's warm?
Like, oh, it's warm. Or so, yeah, I don't say that. I don't even address the weather anymore that much.
For sure,
at all.
But if you,
it's just because it's closed ended and it's very like why are you trying small talk?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So any kind of conversation that's open ended, you're engaging in philosophy because philosophy is something that you make up. That's not really real. It's like you're musing. You're like guessing on something. That's why I think every discussion that's not closed-ended is just philosophical discussion. It's like, well, where do you think we go when we die? This is a philosophical discussion. Or like, why do you think that the painter used red instead of blue? Philosophy. Right? But I think it's funny when somebody's like, they're like, dude, that's negative. And they just like shut down the combo and you're like, oh, okay, like you're one of those, But then they have the nerve to go like, oh man, I'm so open and woke. I think that's the best term I've ever heard. I'm woke.
I'm woke.
It's like, who's to say you're woke, bro? Okay, all right, you shoot up these things. I take a mad hit. Damn, too much coffee. Anyone listening, drink less coffee. I love coffee. Damn, beer back.
Yeah. I'll do this alone. Oh, shoot. Never mind. No.
And I'm back.
They're on the right side. Just
all right, cool. What's interesting? How because of technology, there's a lot of people here. Because of technology, there's no way you're ever going to escape your past. Unless you get rid of technology,
but
I guess.
You can. Oh. But can you? Oh, I guess you can just by being in the present moment. But
no, but I meant more like literally, versus like people who haunted you in the past will definitely still haunt you in the future, kind of thing.
Yes.
Because like even if
what do you mean? Yeah.
Because of technology. So like
you bullies?
Facebook. No, not bullies, but like somebody you once knew. Because of the way technology is going, you're gonna somehow interact with that person you once knew in some shape or form.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just because of technology. So like, do you remember? I don't know if I should say his name.
No.
All right. So basically, somebody from high school.
Give me the actions. Just give me the Don't give me name. No details.
Okay, I got you. Oh, just give you like the story.
The story. Yes.
Okay. So like, I was like, yeah, I've been more active on like Twitter and Instagram and stuff because I'm like, okay, let me just focus on my own stuff now, right? So then this guy from high school like added me, and I was like, oh, dang, I haven't seen you in so long. I don't even talk to you, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, that's because of the internet. Everyone will somehow come back to you, you know what I mean? Like, all right, good example. So, all right, it's public knowledge now. A certain somebody killed their kid from our high school. Okay. So, in that, if anybody...
I did not know that. I am not... No.
Okay, well, if you read the newspaper, freaking... you'll find out that they did something quite horrendous. Yeah. It's quite bad. But so... Okay. You need a moment? You just gotta chill with that for a second?
Yeah, okay, go.
Alright, so...
We can keep going. I'm good. I'm just...
That's just pretty messed up. I know.
I'm just awestruck right now. I'm just like, what?
Yeah, so they unfortunately caused the passing away of their child. And if any... So, like, all right, so... Let's say you've never heard of... Like, you remember that guy from high school, but you're like, oh, I haven't heard of him in so long. And then you read the newspaper. Boom. Back into your life. Not physically, of course, but like the fact that you're thinking about them means they're back in your sphere of influence or like life. You know what I mean? And it's like, that's why I'm saying you can never escape anyone, you know?
Yeah.
And that's like the freaking scary revelation that we're so interconnected as like a species. Unless you like totally just like go to India or something and just like never touch a computer. You know what I mean? Like, you totally like, hibernate yourself. That's probably the only time. That's probably the only time.
I'm actually looking.
Yeah, you're Googling. This man's Googling it.
Yeah, I am. Oh my god.
Okay.
I'm trying to find it with this. Give me a story and then I'll try to find it.
Why don't I just
no, okay. Actually, just text me. Just text me. Yeah.
Okay.
No, just text me. We'll keep it. Because we're connected to this person in some way in the past. We're gonna like do this.
Like more off the books. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So it was a huge thing. Yeah.
It was just. I was just awestruck by it. So I wanted to know what happened. Just because that person was part of my life. I don't know who they're talking about.
For sure. Yeah.
So that's why it was intriguing for me, and my curiosity came over me there.
When we're no, it's fine. When we're back, when we're off air, I'll just tell you who it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, so it's like, it's actually, it's an interesting thought. Is it weird that I don't like, like natural tendency is for somebody to be like, oh no. Like for me, that's like social structures like that, they tend to make me laugh because I find them so ridiculous. It's like, oh, we need a moment of silence. Like for what?
That's just setting intention,
I see. Yeah, I just want to get your opinion on that because like I don't find that like
I think it's just setting an intention and being it's all about remembrance at that moment.
For sure. Okay, speaking of
intention and remembrance.
Agreed. So speaking of Remembrance Day is coming up, right? And I remember in like high school, they're doing like that moment, like they do like 11 minutes or something like that of silence. Is it 11 minutes? They do something like that.
Time to like have a nice nap.
Well, exactly. So you had a nap, right? So I was sitting with my friend, and then like I made him laugh, and then we got pulled into the hall. And like being the great marketer that I am, who's shaping stories, I was like, no, we saw something on family. He's like, you think that the veterans are a joke? You think it's funny to laugh at like people who died for you?
Ooh, you went to the principal's
no. The teacher brought us outside.
Like this?
No. The teacher brought us outside. Like I made him laugh, and then like he made this huge deal. He like brought us outside, and I was like, no, it's like no, I totally respect them. I just saw something really funny on Family Guy, and he's like, oh, fine. But like, in that, I almost feel like I don't understand what these moments are for. Like, even wearing a poppy, I get it, you know, I get it, sure, but it's like I prefer to remember them all the time. But like, dude, we would not, honestly, if people are listening and they're like, oh man, you're so insensitive, it's like, no, really not, because like I appreciate the fact that we have this country because of them. But like, why is it's like Christmas, yo, or no, it's like birthdays. It's like, why are you gonna celebrate my one day? Like, I was alive for 364 days. No, 364. Just the one day you're gonna remember me on my birthday. You know what I mean? It's like, it's kind of weird for me. It seems disingenuous, just like wearing a poppy, for me, because it's like, why don't you wear the poppy all year round, bro? Like, why you gotta wear it just that one day?
Yeah.
You know?
Totally get that.
But again, in typical society, that's seen as like very insensitive and jerkish, and like you're a horrible human being kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's all controlled, right?
Exactly.
Let's have controlled remembrance, guys.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's like you think you're being good, but you're just being controlled by a society that's telling you to do something. It's like, if I had
But in reality, if it was your family member or something, you would automatically just remember them.
Exactly.
Daily, weekly, whatever. It's like, you don't need one day to remember them. I get what you're saying.
Right,
I get
right.
it.
It's like,
it makes sense. It makes sense to me too. That's why I don't put a lot of emphasis. But also, none of my family members have enlisted, right? So I can't.
Well, no,
say...
we're friggin' we're not expats. We're what do you call that? Immigrants, yo. So it's like,
okay, fine.
It's
like,
extra.
Okay.
It's extra ridiculous because it's like, no, my family came from the Philippines, so why are you making me like do this moment of silence for?
But as a Canadian citizen, it's part of your responsibility now as a Canadian citizens.
For sure. But like,
which is what is portrayed in the society. Exactly. You
right?
are just being controlled. Yeah.
Exactly. And it's like, why? Like, do you think the 4-year-old really cares about the fact that he's free? You know what I mean? Didn't a lot of other people die because of other things? Like,
that's so funny. I saw a Instagram meme, and it goes 1960s when the anthem goes on, and everyone's like very upright and all in the same position, and then it goes 2017. And you see all these kids. One kid's like, making another kid laugh.
Exactly.
Other ones are playing with toys.
Bro, totally.
And it's the same age. It's the same age group too.
Yeah.
I found that pretty funny.
But it's so true. It's like, but we're saying the things that nobody's saying. They're just thinking about it. They're just like, man, this is kind of ridiculous. But nobody wants to think it's ridiculous because you don't want to step out of line. You know.
But it's like, it is ridiculous because when you see that. Like, right now, you're seeing how connected people are in this world and how connected everyone is. So there's no more separation.
Right. Yeah.
Like, you see that there's no more separation because
it's the internet, right?
Yeah, exactly. The internet has pretty much got rid of that. Completely got rid of it.
For sure.
Like, look at all the young generations, like. Yeah, with the whole gaming, going back to the gaming and going, my friend in, like, I don't know, Japan, I game with him all the time. He's saying I could stay at his house while I visit. It's like, like,
exactly.
There's no more separation, and with that, it kills that notion that, like, patriotism is like, I am only gonna care about my people.
For sure, totally. Because it's like, dude, we're all one people. So, you know what's funny? If people are like, in a perfect world, like, we need, like, everyone to be woke, then you should understand that, like, your ideas are not even woke. You know, it's like, I love my country. It's like, but there's so many other countries, like.
Yeah. That's the thing. That's what a lot of people are getting towards where it's like, why do I need to blindly just accept like the rules of this society?
Exactly.
Like the boundaries are starting to be pushed and bend. It's starting to bend now. So like we are going through a lot of changes.
Totally. You know,
it's good.
An interesting thought is, you know how they're saying like in 2000 it's going to be the end of the world.
Well, it's 2017.
Agreed. But like, if you look at it more analogously, well, I guess this is more like the Bible people trying to like place emphasis on their belief. Where they're like, no, it actually meant this. You know what I mean? But like, what they're saying is like this could be the age of enlightenment. Like we died in a sense of like we started to die of our allegiances, and like the internet is the thing that was the great unifier. Because like if you like, you know, the Renaissance period. You've heard of that, right?
What about it?
All right, so like they didn't call it the Renaissance period while it was going on. You know what I mean?
No, they didn't.
They just called it the moment. You know, they're like, okay, this is going on. It's not until like 200, 300, 400 years later that people are like, they can examine it and they're like, oh, this is the Renaissance period. So like from the year 2000 onward, they could just be like, oh, this was the Enlightenment period where people began to realize.
Everyone thinks that they like. Well, how about the 60s? Weren't they calling that the Enlightenment period? Where everyone was on LSD, and then that was the drug that was opening everyone's eyes to
that was like the hippie era, I'd say. Like they ended up like classifying it more like that. Like I don't think.
But the hippies believed that they were enlightened, though. So.
For sure, no. But like scientifically speaking, I mean, like the Renaissance period is like a scientific label. Like right. I think in that's more like a colloquial thing. You know, you're saying like, oh yeah, they're like right. But like I actually think that in like maybe 500 years, if we're still around, there's going to be a textbook and it's going to be like, this was the moment of awakening, like when the internet was born.
Yeah, that's
right, because the whole world changed.
Well, we could go back and say it's when Eastern philosophy went to the West.
That's true too, but like without
that's the start. That would be the start.
True, no, but without the internet, it's like you could still have your small clusters. So like a good example is like they call it like water cooler talk. So it's like before, when the media was very limited, there was like no YouTube. Then you get like people around the water cooler are always talking about the same stuff. It's like, did you watch the news yesterday? But but now because we want to do one last one.
I think I'm done. I gotta eat. I'm hungry.
all good. I'll just finish this thought. That like it's like called water cooler period, where they're like all talking about the same thing. But if you look at it now, you have like niche markets kind of thing, where it's like you can come to somebody who's like, oh, I watched this thing on BBC, and then there's another person's like, oh, I watched this thing about like the Rolling Stones, and this other person's like, I watched this thing about blah blah blah, right? It's because the internet has allowed us the ability to access things we never thought we could,
Yeah.
And that's why I'm saying it's more about the internet, because like even though Eastern philosophy did come, it's like without the internet it wouldn't have spread, because who could Wikipedia it? You know what I mean? Like only a select few in certain like cities would be very woke, But then now with the internet, it's like I could pass you a video, I could pass you an article, I can, whatever.
Yeah. But then there's also the misdirection.
That's very true too. That is the only problem.
There's so much more misdirection now.
There is. But I think that's why I attribute it to like real recognize real. And it's like, just be real. And then the people that are real will just come towards you because it's your version of real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't need to, it's like, why do you even care about the misdirection? It's like, if you're going to be misdirected, you're that kind of person anyways. I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to go right into Death's hands right here.
What? Oh, yeah, reverse screenshot. I like it. Yes. Yeah, any final thoughts as I take this screenshot?
Just know it's all perception. Happiness is all in you. Find what makes you happy. And what's...
Actually, I have to go on the other side.
Whatever is real, whatever what makes it real, is whatever you believe. So your belief makes it real.
Which is quite scary. Because if you don't manage your beliefs, then you're screwed. Right?
It is scary, right? Yeah, exactly. It's too funny.
Can you
Just know that, you know, I could be talking bullshit right now. Just know that.
Exactly.
Just saying. Just
that's
know
a crazy
it.
revelation. You're gonna listen to
I
me and
can
be like,
talk
"This is the
bullshit
truth."
to you.
Yeah,
You know, I could be bullshit to you. I could be truth to you.
because we're
It
all
depends
just
what you.
bullshitters, yo.
Pretty much.
That's funny, yo. Just straight up saying it. All just
I
bullshitters.
have to.
Some are just better at bullshitting than others.
You know, we're just passing on information that was passed on to ourselves. You know.
Yeah,
Hey, I heard this. Oh, I found this. Oh, I read this. You know, that's all we've been doing.
for sure. Yeah.
Oh, what do you think of this? Oh, I think about that. Oh, okay. You know, like it's
You know
all
that
opinions and knowledge that we've gained through our lives.
that's what
That's all it is.
Socrates wanted, eh? He's like, or Plato, Socrates. He's like, people just need to engage in like discussion again, because we don't do that anymore. But it's funny because like he's
Isn't that
saying
what
that
university is?
what, engaging in discussion?
Yeah.
Well, it was before.
Isn't university giving the space to do that?
Allegedly, but now it's like a scholastic institute. It's like a commercialized institution that makes a lot of money.
Okay, that's true.
Because they like you have to pay for school, right? Before,
But they
it was
make
more free.
They are using the money for the space to discuss or discussion
Maybe. Then why do they need to be paid so much money?
because they are greedy.
Exactly. There you go. Commercialization.
I don't know. That's what I think.
It
What do you think?
It all comes down to money. Need that money.
Money. You're good? We're good.
Yeah.
I'm done.
All right, we're good. All right, till next time. Sydney said it best. We're lying about everything. All right, yo. Peace.
But we're also telling the truth.
That's true. Yeah. How can that be? I don't know.
Figure it out for yourself.
Exactly. All right, yo. Peace.
All right. Later.